Pardon me smiling ear from ear, but I've got two great stories to share with you. One is we've got another big crypto proponent out there saying that Gary Gensler is a risk to the election. Another one, guess what everyone? The little people are winning and we're sticking it to the bigs, and I don't think I've smiled like this for such a long time.
Yeah, I'm really starting to fill out nicely.
You're not filling out nicely. You're fatter than ever.
Oh, that's right. A smile on my face and hopefully a smile on your face. Womble Stacker says, wake up, XRP is dead. 13th of May, 50 cents. Yeah, I mean, 50 cents isn't good, but the two stories I'm going to share with you are going to put a smile on your faces. Heat map? Screw it. I don't care about that. What I do care about is this, though. Billionaire Mark Cuban says the US SEC and Gary Gensler are trying to destroy crypto. That's not the big story. We know that. The big story is this. The billionaire investor also warns that the SEC stance on crypto could have political consequences, particularly in the upcoming U.S. presidential election. He suggests that if Biden loses the election, it could be attributed to Gensler and the SEC's handling of crypto. Cuban argues that younger and independent voters who make up a significant portion of the crypto community could voice their dissatisfaction at the polls. My story about this is I broke this not too long ago, a couple days ago, with Charles from Cardano said the same thing. He's like, yo, I'm a Democrat and Gary Gensler is a liability. Now we have another big voice out there, Mark Cuban, saying that Gary Gensler is a political liability. And there's a lot of Mark Cuban fans out there that happen to be voters. Did that put a smile on your face? Because what if I told you the next story is even better? And the reason the next story is even better, because about 3-ish years ago, I think 4 years ago, I was involved in a short squeeze. Yes, it was oil exploration stuff. And this was right before all the contango stuff. And I put a lot of money down and I hit it really well on my birthday playing a short squeeze. Well, guess what, everyone? Roaring Kitty is back. And if you don't know who Roaring Kitty is the one that did all of the research regarding Gamestop and said, look, this thing should be valued way higher. These short players out here are squeezing us, and they're sticking it badly to GameStop. And then GameStop kind of went down because of short squeezers, and then they squeezed the short squeezers. They squeezed them. They squeezed the short sellers. Sorry, squeezer sellers. See, you guys say a lot of S words all the time. But what's exciting about this is my man posted this, a little bit leaning forward action. And you know when there is the color red up on the screen, you got to take things seriously. All of a sudden, we find out that GameStop pumps 110% today, liquidating about $1 billion worth of short selling action. So go fuck yourself, manipulators. Now, why am I excited about this? Because I do wonder how much pressure there is on the crypto market. And like I told you, I did very well on oil exploration, and I cashed out on my birthday. I was actually having dinner with my wife. We were having drinks. And I kid you not, I told my wife, I was like, yo, I'm not being a prick to you, but like there's some juicy, hot shit going on. See, it puts a smile on my face. I love this. I love when people make money. Now, on that day, right, when that happened, and I was sitting there with my wife, like, it was crazy. And, like, you could say, I mean, it was just candlestick action. Oh, it was so juicy. 110% pump because Roaring Kitty posts for the first time in 3 years. So are you sitting here and you're like, dude, are you, like, cracked out or something? Like, why are you so excited? I'm excited because I love it when the little guy wins and sticks it to the big man. See, behind the GameStop story, there was a lot of firms out there, big money players, that were shorting the hell out of it quite unfairly. And because they had so much paper money that they could throw at it, they were actually ruining GameStop, the company. So what happened was Roaring Kitty did a little bit of information, a little bit of digging. It's like, yo, you guys are way off. They could pivot. They could do this. Their valuation should be way higher than what you're doing at it. Squeeze them. The littles beat the bigs at their own game. And I'm happy because not only is Mark Cuban like, yo, Gensler, you are a liability. But what we're also talking about now is there is some short squeeze action out there we know in the crypto market. And you got to find ways to break it. and seeing Roaring Kitty come back after 3 years, make a post, and Gamestop goes up 110%, liquidating 1 billion in shorts. All I gotta say is fuck you to all the big money out there, the big paper money that pushes legitimate companies down, that screws over regular investors like you and me. But guess what? Not today. Today, we're the winners. Even if you didn't make any money on GameStop action, you are now represented even more so. When you start going after 1 billion worth of shorts on one play. We're not talking like the entire market. We're talking one play. Remember we talked about like crypto market liquidations and we talked about billions? This was on one play. 1 billion liquidated. I love it. Put a smile on your face. Put a smile on my face. We got more support to get Gary Gensler out there calling him a political liability. I've been saying that all along, but now all of a sudden, big smart people are coming out. So maybe either I was smart earlier or I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm just stupid. Either way, it's a happy day for me as the bigs got their asses handed to them. No lube today, gents.